Hello, hello. It's time to decide five of my 50 before 50 books, the first five that I'm going to be reading in the new year. And how am I going to do that? By playing a game, of course. I'm sure that you saw from the thumbnail and the title that we are playing After Hours, also known as Library Heist. I'm going to link you right to the video where she's playing this game so that you guys can see when she talks about the creator of the game. Anyway, I've played it a lot of times. I played it last year quite a bit, so here we go. I'm not sure where I need to be out of the way, but I'm just going to start here. When I hit start, I'm going to start. It says who did the character arc. Oh, it says who created it over here. I probably realize that every time I play. S means start and Q means quit. So, here we go. That is literary and contemporary. No, thank you. I'm going to try my best to pick things that I know are in the genres on my 50 before 50. Fantasy and sci-fi, absolutely. What is this? Middle grade? Maybe. I don't know about gothic. I'm going to skip gothic. Thriller, definitely. Oh, gothic again. Horror, definitely. There's some horror on there. Oh no, come on. What is that? Oh, fantasy and sci-fi again. Wow, I literally just got one of those and then I got scared again. Oh, horror, thriller, and another horror. Oh my gosh, this is going to be great. So I get to pick. Oh, there's another horror, but it's not over here. I don't know how to get there. Wait, go down. How am I getting to play for so long without the screen going black? I mean, I'm not complaining about it. Maybe I have found a glitch. I'm trying to get over this direction to get that horror book I saw. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with it, but that's okay. I got the horror. Wait, what are you? Historical fiction? Absolutely not. Oh, could my historical mysteries count as historical fiction? I'm kind of scared. Like Lady Hardcastle and stuff. I'm saying yes. That was the last one that I needed. Okay, so I'm going to look through these. This is what I have. Fantasy sci-fi that has multiple POV. That's going to be a little difficult, I think. Middle grade. Oh, that's probably, never mind. That's not going to be difficult at all. Middle grade, a random page generator. That's kind of cool. Thriller and mystery. I have to go through a feed scroll, a TikTok pick. I'm probably not going to pick that one. Horror, I need an ugly cover. That might be easy to do, honestly. Fantasy and sci-fi with BIPOC characters. I don't think that'll be hard either. Horror with topical subjects. That might be hard because I don't know all my horror books, what they have. Oh, no, I can do that. It'll just be a graphic novel. Okay, thriller or mystery with a disabled character rep. I know what I can use for that. And then horror, an independent author, and horror audiobook. That's fantastic. And then historical fiction with a green cover. So I have to pick 5 of these on my 50 before 50 list. So let's go over to the 50 before 50, see which 5 I can find to fit in here. Well, I got nothing romance or anything that I can use my romances for. However, Earth Divers, I think could work for a horror that is topical. It says topical subject, and this subject is about, well, we can probably just call it colonialism and like colonizing people who are already established, like their own, and had their own everything, and then colonizers came in and was like, we will take over and you have to do what we say. So I think that's what I'm going to pick is Earth Divers for that. But I'm going to do my best to read two things of Earth Divers because I'm really far behind. But that's horror topical subject. I want to look for a horror audiobook. I don't think that's going to be hard either. And then I know I can do fantasy sci-fi multi-page. I don't even know that I have a middle grade on my 50 before 50 now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, if you missed games 1 and 2, I realized that I didn't update my numbers up here. Also, I have gotten recommendations from my channel members now. So I'm actually going to go in and add those books that they recommended, and that will change me to 15. And then I added 5 more in the last game number 2. Actually, I only added 4 because one of them is a Libby read, but I added 5 more, and now I'm adding 5 more in this game. So I just added Earth Divers here, and I only put the next one that I have. I will add the next one. I mean, I'm still hoping to read 2, but at least if I get 1 read, that will count as the 1 book. If I read more than that, then it still just counts as the 1 book. I just got so many horrors. Okay, so I have an ugly cover and a horror audiobook. So I'm going to focus on those. I only have a few ones that could be considered horror books on my list. Mostly these Taylor Jackson books. They're a little bit more than just normal horror. And I'm going to listen to it on audio. And I think The Immortals is not a cute cover, but I also don't like So Close the Hand of Death. I don't like that one either. This one, Blood Sugar Baby, I'm covering it all up. Sorry. So this Blood Sugar Baby I like, and Whiteout I like. I even like Field of Graves. But Where All the Dead Lie and So Close the Hand of Death and The Immortals, I don't like the covers of them. So I'm going to call this J.T. Ellison my ugly cover horror. And I do have a middle grade, but I only have 1. And if it doesn't fit the page number that I spin, then I'm out of luck. But I think I will go ahead and randomize the page numbers. And I'm sure it means that I can spin a D6 and 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, like that. So I'm going to do the dice roller. And once I hit this button, I'm getting out of the way because once I hit this button, it's going to just roll for me automatically. Dice roller. Here we go. Aw. I mean, I'm glad that I got middle grade 100 pages, but there's no way that that book is 100 pages. Amari and the Despicable Wonders. It's pulling up. Yeah, it's 400 pages. So I kind of wish I got a 4, but I didn't. So anyway, let me keep looking then. Actually, I'm not going to keep looking past this Immortals we're going to use for the ugly cover. All right, so I have the Immortals on here. If y'all have been watching for a while, y'all know I've had the Immortals on so many playlists. And playlists, what? So many TBRs. I don't know where my brain is right now, but not here, clearly. Okay, what I'm also thinking is Stormlight Archive has multi-POVs. So I really wanted to read Edge Dancer at the end of this year, and I don't know if I'm going to get to it. So I kind of want to put it on there, but at the same time, I had a really good time reading Lightbringer, and also I know Raven's Shadow is multi-POV. Usually it is. I wonder about Powder Mage. Murderbot is only 1 POV. What was the other thing for fantasy sci-fi? A BIPOC character. I mean, Murderbot has all different kinds of races of characters. It's really hard in fantasy and sci-fi to find a BIPOC character, unless it's a fantasy, like a not set in a other world fantasy. Okay, I'm going to do this. The Rose and the Thorn for the multi-POV fantasy. All right, there it is. 2 more. So I did multi-POV. I can't do middle grade. I don't want to do that. I did ugly cover horror, and I did horror topical subject. Thriller mystery. Oh, I still have a horror audiobook and a green historical fiction. I'm going to look through all of my historicals, whether some of them are just historical fiction and some of them are historical mysteries. But I'm going to look through all of those and see if any has a green cover. And then I think I'll get the next horror book from Taylor Jackson, So Close the Hand of Death. And I'll just be reading 2 of those this time. That's okay because I'm reading them for 3 months. Like, this is 3 months worth of books. If it was just 1 month, I don't know that I would want to read them back to back, but I'm reading them for 3 months. So it's okay. I'm probably not going to read them back to back. Okay. And then the other one, I was going to get a green cover. Okay. I was like, what is the other thing I was going to do? Wow, y'all, my brain. There is a new Finley Donovan coming out, so that's going to be jumping on here at some point. Okay, so I have Malice at the Palace. That definitely has green cover. Her dress is green. That is a light green. The words are light green. I mean, I'm totally saying that counts, but let's keep looking. Lady Hardcastle. That is completely green all the way around the edge and the back of the thing. That's fantastic. An Act of Foul Play. I'm skipping Rotten to the Core because, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm blocking all of these. I'm so sorry. I'm skipping Rotten to the Core because I'm literally in the middle of reading it right now. And then An Act of Foul Play would be the next one, and it's totally green. Actually, all of these books have green around the outside of all of them. But then this one has more green because the curtain on the stage is green as well. So, wow, it was actually easier than I expected. It's not historical, but the next one of these that I'm reading, he's green. He's covered in leaves. Okay, it's going to have to be Lady Hardcastle. We're going to go An Act of Foul Play. All right, I'll move them over here to get them off that big board, but I've got Earth Divers, at least one volume. The Immortals and So Close to Death at Hand are my horror books. The Rose and the Thorn is my fantasy, and An Act of Foul Play is my historical. So those are the first five 50 before 50 books that I will be reading in Q1. That's not all of them. We will be picking a lot more because I need to read 8 a month. So 8 times 3 is 24. So we will be picking 24 at some point through these 3 months. But this is the beginning. This is just a start. Thank you for watching this. This game is coming out the 15th. So if you're watching it the day it came out, it's the 15th. The next video is coming tomorrow, and we are checking in with my 50 before 50 to see how many of them I've finished, where I am, what's changing, because something is getting DNF'd. And that means I have to add a new series. It's a little late in the game to be adding one, but I'm doing it anyway. So that will be coming up in the next video. If you have watched this far to the end, let's see what is on here. We have a candle and a rocket ship, and it says one of them's got the rose in the title. One of them's got the little acting masks. So leave me any of those emojis from any of these covers. One of them says the hand of death. You can put a hand up there if you want to. If you've made it this far, leave me one of those emojis just to freak everybody else out. They'll be, why are all these emojis happening at the end of this? And nobody will know if they don't watch it. Thank you again for being here. Thanks so much to my channel members, and I will see you guys in my next episode. Bye.